Okay, so as in the last video we have discussed about the uses of carbohydrates. In today's video we'll be discussing about the protein and how protein is formed. Alright, so we will be discussing about protein today and the formation of protein as well. Alright, so what is protein? Well, before going towards the protein, we should know the term protein. Alright, what does mean by this term protein? So this term or this word protein is taken from the Greek word which is proteus. Alright, here I'm writing proteus, which means first, which means first. Alright, which means first. So protein word is a Greek word which is derived from the proteus, which means first. Alright, they are nitrogenous macromolecule. Alright, macromolecules are formed by a combination of the micromolecules. So these are macromolecules, means they are formed by some micromolecules. So we'll be talking about those as well. Initially I am writing here, these are macromolecules. These are nitrogenous macromolecules. Nitrogenous macromolecule. Molecule. Alright, these are nitrogenous macromolecule, which means they are formed by the micromolecule. Now, what proteins are made up of, we'll be talking about that. So the thing which is made up of micro or minimers or monomers, which means single unit, those things are known as polymers. Alright, so protein are what? Proteins are the polymers which are made from the monomer. So they are what? Polymer. Polymers which are made from, which are made from monomer. Made from monomers. Alright, combination of monomers. Alright, so they are polymers, which means macromolecules. So polymer and macromolecules are the same. Alright, so these are formed by a simple unit, which are monomers, as I have written here, which are made up of monomers, and those monomers are amino acids. Alright, so let me write here down. Those monomers here are the amino acids. Amino acids. We'll be discussing about these as well, what these amino acids are basically. So wait, let me write this. So I have written here, these proteins are made up of monomers, which are amino acids here. So now we should discuss here about the amino acids. What are amino acids? Amino acids. Alright, let me highlight it. Okay, I've highlighted it. So amino acids. What are amino acids? Before going towards the amino acid, we should look at this term. What does mean by this amino acids? Alright, as you can see, this is the combination of two things, amine and acid. Alright, so before going towards that, I should make here the structure of amino acids so that I can tell you why this name amino acid is given. So here I am making the structure of the amino acid. This C is the main. Here we have functional group. Wait, let me make this down. Here we have R, which is what? Which is the alkyl radical. So wait, let me write here down with white one. This is alkyl radical or alkyl group, you can see. Alright, this is alkyl group. Now here we have, wait, NH2, which is what? Which is the basic amino group, or we can say amine group. So this is what? This is basic amino group. Basic amino group. Alright, here we have COOH, which is for carboxylic acid. Alright, carboxylic acid. And here we have hydrogen. Alright, here we have hydrogen. So as you can see, on the left hand side we do have alkyl group, on the down side we have basic amino group, on the right hand side we have carboxylic acid. So as you can see here we have two functional groups. Alright, one is amino functional group and another is carboxylic acid functional group. So just because of these functional groups, like first one is amino, so it has gotten amino, and second one is carboxylic acid, so it has gotten acids. So these are amino acids. Just because of amino functional group and carboxylic functional group, it has gotten the name which is amino acids. Alright, so we have looked at the structure as well. Now what they are, what amino acids are, let me write here, or I should write here. No, there isn't a space we do have. So here I'm going to write what amino acids are. Basically, amino acids are bifunctional. Bifunctional means they have two functional group, as I have told you. One is amino group and second one is carboxylic group. So these are bifunctional compounds which contain basic amino group and carboxylic group. Just because of those groups, they have gotten name amino acids. So they have two groups. The first one is carboxylic, or you can also write amine group. And here we do have, amine group. Alright, so carboxylic and amine group we do have in the amino acids. That's why these are known as bifunctional. Now these small units or these small monomers, as these are single unit only, so I should write this here as well. They are single units, or they are also known as monomers, and they'll combine together to form the polymer, which is protein. Alright, so let me make here some design so that it can look good. It will attract you guys. Okay, it's about to be done. Okay, so these are single units which are also known as monomers. So these monomers are combining together and they are forming a bond between them, that is peptide bond, and thus forming a protein. Alright, so here I am writing how they are combined together by the peptide bond. So we will be discussing about peptide bond here, or which is also known as peptide linkage bond. Alright, linkage bond. These are also known as peptide linkage bond. So let me write here too. Alright, okay, let me just do this, then I'll tell you guys what is this peptide linkage or what is this peptide bond. Wait, this is the last one, bond. Okay, now I'm starting. What is this peptide linkage bond? So let me make here the peptide linkage board so that it can be more clear to you. So initially I'm making here the structure of amino acid, just because protein are made from the monomer, which are amino acids. So amino acids are combining together and they are forming the protein. So we have to make here the structure of the amino acid first. So here we have C, which is the main component of the amino acid. Alright, here I'll make the bonds. Okay, so here we have hydrogen, here we have NH2, here we have NH2. Alright, but here I am writing COOH, which is the carboxylic group or carboxylic acid. Here we have H, which is hydrogen, and here we have ultimately amine group. Alright, NH2. This is the basic rule of formation of amino acid, where you are keeping amino acids. That amino acid group has to make the bond with carboxylic acid. Alright, so here we will have carboxylic acid, wait, COOH. Ultimately here we'll have bonds. Wait, I am writing that as well. Here we have C. Here we have amine group again, NH2. Here we have H. And ultimately there on the downside we do have R. Alright, which is the alkyl group. Here is R as well, which is the alkyl group. Alright, so now how peptide linkage bond or peptide bond is formed between them, let's check that first. So here the process is happening where water is emitting out. When they both are reacting together, when they both are reacting together, they are emitting out water. Alright, H2O is emitted out from here, then the bond is formed between them, and that bond is what we call the peptide linkage bond. So let me write this here with this color. This is fine, I guess. So here we have peptide linkage bond. Alright, water will be emitted out from here, and in the result what we'll be getting protein, which is the macromolecule. So here I am writing this structure of the protein. Wait, let me write here down first. Protein. Alright, protein. Here I am writing protein. So I am writing here NH2, which is the amine group. Here we'll have the bonds. Alright, here we have main component C. Here we have hydrogen, alkyl group, and here we have C, which makes the double bond with O, which is oxygen. Alright, and here we have OH. Wait, let me write here down first. OH plus H, which is the water, which will be removed. Alright, ultimately here we'll have another amino acid. Alright, so here we'll have what? C, which is the main component of the amino acid. Here we'll have radical, alright, which is the alkyl group. Here we have hydrogen, and here we'll have carbon, which will have double bond with oxygen. Okay, and ultimately here we'll have hydroxyl, which is the OH. Alright, so I have explained you guys what is this peptide linkage bond. So I hope this is clear to you, and this was all for today.